The relic, deep in the heart of the forest, there lay an abandoned village. Legend told of a relic, an ancient talisman that could resurrect the dead. Drawn by stories of power, a group of thrill-seeking friends decided to seek out the relic, intrigued by the promise of eternal life, or perhaps something darker. They set up camp on the outskirts of the village as dusk settled in. "This is where they say the first zombie originated," Jake laughed, tossing a twig into the fire. As the night deepened, they split up into pairs, each searching for signs of the relic. Sara and Tom ventured into a crumbling church at the village center. The air hung heavy, and flickering shadows danced across the walls. Dust motes swirled in the beams of their flashlights as they moved cautiously, whispering to keep the dread at bay. They found a dark chamber beneath the altar, and in its center lay a strange, ornate box. Heart racing with excitement, they pried it open, revealing the relic, a small, pulsing stone glowing with a sinister light. As Sara reached for it, a chill swept through the room, and they heard a low growl echoing from the shadows. Suddenly, figures began to emerge from the darkness, tattered and grotesque, with vacant eyes fixed on them. "Run!" Tom screamed, but the relic's glow captivated Sara. She felt an irresistible pull, as if the stone was calling her. Stumbling back, Tom crashed into a wall, and the undead closed in. Sara fell to the ground, clutching the relic, feeling a surge of power that twisted through her veins. In her desperation, she screamed, "Leave us alone!" To her shock, the undead paused, their eyes revealing fleeting recognition. But it was short-lived. They continued their advance, relentless and hungry. Sara's scream turned into a primal roar as the relic glowed brighter, and in a blinding flash, the room erupted in chaos. When the dust settled, the church lay still. But from the wreckage rose both the living and the dead, intertwined. Instead of a lifeless body, Tom now stood, his eyes vacant, a shadow of the friend Sara once knew. In horrid realization, she understood. The relic had granted life, but at a horrific cost. The village had been resurrected too, and in the end, they were all now part of the walking dead, bound to roam the forest forever, hungry for the vital warmth of the living.